I just saw an ad for Parkinson's Disease Awareness Month. It said something I had never heard.
Really? What did it say?
It said Parkinson's is more than a movement disorder. What did that mean?
It means that even though Parkinson's disease is usually defined by 4 particular kinds of movement, there are many other kinds of symptoms that have nothing to do with moving or having a tremor. In many people, the first symptom of their Parkinson's is a non-motor symptom. Mine was.
Are you serious? What kind of non-motor symptom?
Completely serious. Do you remember that perfume called White Shoulders? When I was about 29, I lost my ability to smell it.
But it is such a fragrant perfume?
It doesn't matter. That sort of floral scent has been wasted on me ever since.
Was that your first symptom then?
No, 2 things came earlier. They led to my biggest sense of personal failure. One that came later was the cause of the greatest sadness of my life. I was a graduate student working on a doctorate in biology. I could not make my work move along. I had a great set of animals I was studying and a great subject I was investigating. Every day, I would find myself looking into my microscope crying. I cried so much, tears would spill into my microscope. I decided I needed psychotherapy. I went through a lot of therapy and eventually decided I was never going to finish the degree and that was okay. After I learned that my trouble was Parkinson's disease, I learned that lack of organization and progress toward a goal is called executive dysfunction. It is often the earliest kind of cognitive decline people with Parkinson's notice. My psychotherapist helped me through a major transition. She never diagnosed me with depression. I think now that was because even then I probably had Parkinson's.
So even though you cried and felt sad and couldn't meet your goal, your symptoms didn't fit a diagnosis of depression?
That is right.
And what about the greatest sadness?
That came later after my son was born. I developed a voice disorder. It was a kind of dystonia called spasmodic dysphonia. My throat was tight. My voice felt strangled. I lost my ability to sing. First, I lost the ability to sing in a choir. Eventually, I could not even sing a lullaby to my son. My neurologists have emphasized that this was not part of my Parkinson's disease, but as soon as I received the proper medicine to treat the Parkinson's disease, my speech problems got much better.
Are there any other non-motor symptoms?
Yes, but they have appeared slowly for me since I was diagnosed. I get dystonia in one foot as I walk. My toes curl under. My bladder control is not good on bad days. And I get so fatigued. Sometimes the fatigue is so bad. I can hardly keep from crying until I fall asleep. Sometimes I call this the crying disease, and sometimes I get so anxious everything is worse.
I had wondered why you applied for disability and how you got it, since I hardly ever see you have a tremor.
Young onset Parkinson's disease is often like that. You usually only see us when our medicines are working, and you hardly ever see the most debilitating part, the non-motor symptoms. It is possible to live a long life, as long as you keep good swallowing habits so you do not get pneumonia. Life can be long. It will certainly be difficult. Thank you.
For what?
For asking and for listening. You are a good friend.